With all due respect, if you can look at the next level theme and tell me that Sonic Mania doesn't have some insane theming going on, we don't deserve to be on the same planet, because, bro, Press Garden, this is where the boys are separated from the men. Depending on how you feel about Press Garden, this, bro, this is where people stop being human if they dislike this. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It's true. If you dislike Press Garden, there's something wrong with you, and I think you are in some capacity like classified as a Neanderthal and not really classified as a human being anymore. You know, it's like slightly different. It's like a little different. You're like just mixed a little too much with like early primates. You know what I'm saying? So you're like a troglodyte. You're like you're not human effectively. You know, you're an early human. At best, at absolute best. You know when you go to museums and there's that one guy who it's like you're more monkey than man. That's you if you don't like the level theming here, bro. Sorry, not sorry. And I'll say it again, bro. I'll say it again. I think that you go into fucking caves and you see paintings on the wall and you understand what they're talking about, bro. You see the mammoth and you're like, bro, I fought a mammoth last week, because you're just living in that lifestyle. Mammoths aren't dead in the world that you're living in, bro, because there's no shot that you're in modern civilization if you think that this level theming in Sonic Mania isn't fire, bro. And I understand, look, we're running back old themes too. All right, there's only 4 new unique themes in Sonic Mania. I get it. That's unfortunate, and I agree. I agree with that take. I think the only issue that I can see in Sonic Mania is the fact that it doesn't do enough original content, right? And that was the big thing everybody wanted from the sequel to Mania, and we kind of got that, but not in like a great way, and you know, but like, I don't even care that much, because this game is just so fucking fun in every single world, in every single sense of the word, and every single level that they do make that's original is fucking perfect. And then every single level they do that's reused still has amazing level design and has arguably better level design than the original in like every single scenario. So you're like playing the best version of each stage. Like, I'll take it, bro. I'll take it. And regardless of theming being one of the things that this game is a little weak at, I don't really care, because the game is still mad fun and is still mad worth everybody's time. And for Press Garden alone, you wouldn't play this game just for Press Garden? Really, bro? Really? Be honest with me right now. You wouldn't play this game just for Press Garden? Look me in the eyes. You wouldn't play this game just for Press Garden? Listen to this and look at this. Listen and learn. Press Garden is speaking, bro. And you're sitting here telling me, oh, but the theming ruins the entire game. I don't care. I don't care about your opinion, because you're wrong. You're insane. You're insane, bro. They put you in an institution and your bitch ass escaped and is now typing on Twitter for some reason. I don't know why that's what you go to, bro. You could go anywhere. You could go absolutely anywhere after you escape that institution. You could go to Hawaii and your bitch ass is in my Twitter mentions talking about how, oh, well, actually, Sonic Mania's level theming ruins the entire experience, because that's why I like Sonic Superstars better, because there's original zones. Oh, the game might be like vastly more dog shit, but don't think about that, bro. Why are you even considering that? That's not playing. The actual game isn't part of the actual game. Come on, bro. Be so real, bro. Don't even think about it like that. I hate you. I hate you. And I agree with I agree with the premise of what you're saying. It should have been all original level themes. I agree with that, and yet I still want you dead, bro. I want you dead, not tonight, not tomorrow, bro. I want you dead in 15 milliseconds at most. That's the most time I'm willing to give you right now. And we haven't even gotten to the best part of this stage, bro. And you're sitting here looking me in the eyes being like, oh, well, that wasn't that cool. That wasn't that sick. Sit down and shut the fuck up. You have no concept of what peak is if you look at this and you don't just immediately ejaculate all over your screen. Listen, my child. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? When you hear music like that from T. Lopes, bro, that's when you know. That's when you know that daddy came home and he brought the entire fucking gallon, bro. He didn't drink some of it on the way. No. He brought the entire gallon back because he cares about you that much. That's how you know you're locked in. And you know what's even better, bro? The Mania team, sorry, Superstars, I'm gonna say something that, you know, your fans are gonna hate. The Mania team knew how to cook up level design. The Superstars team, They had their moments. They had times here and there where they knew what they were doing, but like Mania never misses. There's like maybe one or two entire acts in the game that I'm like kind of on, but even then, they're like objectively very well designed. They're just doing things that I'm not a big fan of. You know, they bring back the fucking the stupid ass thing from Sonic 3 and Knuckles where you're sitting there and you have to... Oh, I don't know how that worked out in my favor, but I'll take it. They're doing the stupid thing where, like the ghost thing in that one fucking level, Sandopolis, where you have to pull the fucking levers or else you're gonna die. I hate that, bro. Everyone hates that, and they brought it back, and yet somehow still that level's not that bad. It's like still kind of fun. Like, I don't know how you do that. And then Sonic Superstars brought it back, but they did it like in a less fun way. So it's like, I don't know, bro. I'm just saying the Mania team may or may not have taken their whole fucking cock and balls out and just and locked in. They locked in and made this work in a way that I don't think I've seen any other classic Sonic game make it work, bro. I just don't think I've seen something this competent on it high key ever again after this game. Even when it comes to like a lot of fan games, which I think are incredibly competent and they know what they're doing, even then, like Sonic Galactic and Sonic fucking there's another one that I'm forgetting, Sonic and the Fallen Stars, pretty competent. Like, even with those situations, even in those examples, I still think that Sonic Mania cooks so much harder. And again, I want to clarify. It is not fair to compare this game to fan games. In any world, in any shape, in any form. It's not fair. Because this game is a game that was produced with fucking Sega funding. Like, this is not a fan game, and it doesn't deserve to be, you know, compared to Sonic fan games. But I want to clarify, like, how I'm feeling, because I'm putting those fan games in the same breath as Mania because I genuinely think they are that good. They are that competent, and with infinitely less resources, they achieved something incredible, you know? And, you know, even though I still think Mania triumphs, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, if you do compare them, if you do inevitably end up comparing them, because they're all classic Sonic stuff here and there, right? Whatever. I think those games hold their own. And I lost my point. I lost the entire fucking point that I was talking about because I'm super smart and I know exactly what I'm doing, and I've never before in my entire life fucked up anything ever. Like, I'm just that smart, bro. But like, I don't. What the fuck? What was I saying? Can anybody tell me what I was saying, bro? I just need to know. I high key need to know because I'm lost. I'm lost in the sauce, bro. Oh, by the way, this boss tends to be a bitch if you don't have Supersonic, but I'm just cooking, bro. I was cooking too hard. I knew exactly what I found every Chaos Emerald in 15 milliseconds. And you guys want to question my perspective on classic Sonic in the comments down below? Leave a comment if you're stupid and dislike what I said about classic Sonic and tell me why I'm wrong, huh? How about that? How about them apples? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. All opinions are valid. All bodies are beautiful, you know? You can say whatever you please, and I'll listen, and, well, I can't guarantee that. You can say whatever you want. Go for it, big dog. Say what you will, and then we'll, you know, we'll talk about it later, bro. If it's something that This motherfucker Tails. I've, in very few instances, wanted to kill this guy. I never really went for all Chaos Emeralds in Sonic 2, so like I don't have that Tails hate boner that a lot of people do, but holy shit, bro, sometimes he pops up in this game, and he's super helpful most of the time, but sometimes, bro, he pops up in this game, and I just want him dead, dog. I want him fucking gone and buried. Anyways, this is probably one of my least favorite zones in the game. I don't know why. I can't really, like, place my finger on what it is. I think there's just a little bit more waiting than there is usually in other fucking zones. But, like, it's still not bad. Again, I feel like at this game's worst, it is still incredibly fun. And I don't think it ever has any, like, massive stinkers like Sonic Superstars has in a lot of instances. You know, I don't think there's ever a situation where I play this game, and even when I'm playing some zones that I don't like as much as I like other zones, I'm never like, oh, this team wasn't competent. This team didn't know what they were doing. This game is worse than Sonic Superstars. How do you say that shit, bro? How do you... Oh. I'm gonna throw it out there right now. One of my plans for the last video in this series was I would be sitting there talking about hot takes that I got from people that, you know, were talking about Sonic Mania. And I made a little post on Twitter, twitter.com, and I was like, guys, what's your hot take about Sonic Mania? Let's hear it. Frame one, bro. Frame one, I had people saying, oh, well, Sonic Superstars is better than Sonic Mania. I asked for hot takes. I know I asked for this, but like at the end of the day, I'm still pissed. I'm still upset. And I feel like I have the right to be. I actually feel like I have the right to be. I feel like I have the right to castrate these people, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. And I'd say it again. I would say it again. I would do it myself. I would be in the room watching the doctor do it to make sure he did a good enough job. Like, I can't stand here and listen to this atrocious commentary about one of the best classic Sonic games ever made. Oh my god. People saying it's not even in the top 5 classic Sonic games ever made. What classic Sonic games are we talking about? There's Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Knuckles. That counts as a combination. Okay, you have Sonic CD, Sonic Superstars. Are we sitting there and saying somehow there's another classic Sonic game outside of those games that like it triumphs over this? And even still, Sonic CD, sorry not sorry, doesn't deserve to be in the same fucking tax bracket as this game. Like, it shouldn't even be close. I will never say that Sonic CD is a game that deserves to be in the same fucking sentence as this game. I'm so sorry. Unless we're talking about, oh, this is a stage from Sonic CD. Never bring that shit up ever again. And then we're gonna be sitting here acting like Sonic 2 is better? In what world? Can we just say shit now? Are we legally allowed to just fucking speak and say whatever we want and get away with it, bro? This is not the game I should have asked for people's hot takes on, because I'm just too fucking, like, my perspective on it, bro. I'm too much of a glazer. I'm too much of a glazer. I love this game too much to sit here and listen to people talk about a game that is just so much worse. Taking a 10 out of 10 and comparing it to a 7 out of 10. I guess it's not that much worse, but like, they're both fun in their own ways. Okay, Sonic Superstars is fun in its own way. Sonic Mania is fun in its own way. It's just that Sonic Mania is fun for a larger audience of people in more ways than Sonic Superstars, if we're being honest. I mean, come on. Don't sit here and lie to me and just say random bullshit about how Sonic Superstars is actually fucking peak or whatever, and people are just... I don't think Sonic Superstars is bad, okay? I know I'm talking mad shit right now, but that's because you sat there and compared it to Baby. You compared it to Baby Girl. Really? Really? I think Sonic Superstars, high key, is honestly a pretty good game for what it is. I think that, you know, it shouldn't have been $60. I think that it should have had more competent boss fights. I think that there's a lot of things that the game does wrong, and I think there's a lot of things that the game deserves to be lambasted for. This game has very few things that I can look at and even remotely give the same level of criticism as Sonic Superstars. Because one, the price tag, frame one, automatically better. The amount of content in this game is slightly less, that is true. That's true, but also the content is just flat out better in like every fucking situation known to man. Every scenario, the content is better. I don't care, I'm sorry, I don't think there's a single level in Sonic Superstars that can reach the peaks of what Sonic Mania provides. Sorry, not sorry. There's not a single fucking world in which I think that's true. I don't think there's a single level. You can fucking argue with this shit about me all you want, but I'm gonna sit here and say the same shit over and over again. I genuinely think it is insane. It is ludicrous to say that Sonic Mania and Sonic Superstars are even similar levels of quality. I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand it, and maybe I'm a hater. I don't know. Maybe I am. I can see the vision on that, but like, fuck, dude. Fuck. I feel like I need to revisit Sonic Superstars at some point, because I feel like I don't know. I don't think my perspective's gonna change very much, and I also, to be very fair, I have not gone out of my way to play like Trip's story and the worst content in the game. And I think I've heard it's way worse than the final boss, and I despise the final boss in that game. So like, I'm unsure whether or not playing the full experience would completely alter my perspective on it. I don't think it's very necessary to play the full experience. I don't think I need to go out of my way to play Trip's story if I want to talk about Sonic Superstars. I don't think that's necessary. But like, I don't know. Maybe it'll change things. Maybe I'll fucking hate the game and come out of it being a vastly worse person and, you know, whatever. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna, yeah. I'm just gonna go super, bro. I don't think it matters. Can I? Oh, that was a really bad time to go super because this is one of the few boss fights that doesn't really get a whole lot of use out of it. That's okay. This boss fight stumped the fuck out of me when I was playing it the first time. I might be ass. I might just be dog shit. I don't know, but like it fucking hurt me. It hurt me. I swear to God, there was no way for me to actually consistently get this motherfucker hit. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Can I get you there? Yep, thank you. And another one. And another one. And can you just do the spin dash right now? No, just don't do it ever again. That's awesome. Do it right now? Yes, good, good. All right. I also swear it took more hits in the original release of the game. There's things they changed. Thank fucking God they changed. There are things that they changed, like having the super on a Super Sonic on a different fucking button. Oh. Mwah. Thank you. And then they also updated this fight. I don't like the new version of it. Maybe that's hater shit. But I just feel like it's way too easy to get hit and then fall off and just insta-die. Like, I'm not a big fan of that. But with Super Sonic, it kind of doesn't... I mean, it's trivial. It doesn't matter. But I don't like the new version of that boss. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I don't think it's a downgrade necessarily because it's cooler and it does feel more climactic. But at the end of the day, it's less... I think it's less quality. It feels a little bit less... put together because it's easier to fucking die in it, and like I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of all that extra fucking. Am I making any amount of goddamn sense? Probably not, bro. But it's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because this episode's done for, bro. We're done, skis. Get out of here. We're done. You don't want to hear anything else I have to say in this video. I can guarantee you that.